Get in the shot, buddy. There you go. Hi, this is Brian with The Balanced Dog, and today I have out here with me Boomer. And we're going to start Boomer on remote collar training. And so just to point out a couple things really quick, I'm going to have a sound box on. It's not on right now, I just realized, but you're going to hear a tone every time I'm tapping the collar, and that just lets you know when I'm tapping. And the other thing here is my long line is always going to start behind the e-collar and not in front. The problem is if I have it up in front here, and say the dog's a really high flight dog and they get to the end of the line, what it does is it starts to torque the receiver off the dog, off the contact of the dog. So that's not good. You'll get inconsistent responses from the dog. So always put it back here behind the, thanks for positioning yourself in such an appropriate way if you're not out of the frame, but behind the e-collar. That's where we start. All right, so all I'm going to do with him right now is just tap and turns. That turns into a let's go command, and then let's see, I'll probably be able to get some recall on him because he's got really good pack drive. But prior to this, for the first couple days, all I do is take him out and work him on the long line, and what that gives me is a really good starting point when I'm trying to find his level. And so there's a few ways to find levels. I do more, I'm a little bit more patient, so I start on level 3 generally, and you're going to hear a lot of tapping on the sound box, but what I'm doing is trying to gently ride up and find the dog's recognition level. I don't want to see the dog react or jump or yelp or get a head kick. So I take my time, so you're going to hear a lot of tapping, but that's because I'm staying on one level for a period of time, and if I don't see any indicators, then I'll go up maybe 2-3 points, do it again. So I have a good feeling here I can find this level pretty quick, and it's probably going to be pretty low because he's got really good pack drive. And I've been working on this long line, so I know how much pressure it takes to get him to turn and come off of something. So that really gives me a good starting point. So I'm going to go turn on the sound box and we're going to get busy. Right, buddy? Let's go. Going to do a little check. There we go. So now that's a response to the sound box, not the collar, because I'm on level 1. So let me make sure this is up on high. All right. So what I'm going to do is just do some tapping here and watch him. Okay, not sure there because I'm getting him used to the sound box. So I have him back down on 1 right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is fade away from him. I'm not going to put any pressure on this leash. That's going to falsify whether he's feeling the collar or not. So if I put pressure on, I don't know if he's responding to the collar by moving towards me or if it's the leash pressure, because I've done so much leash pressure work on him. It's going to be responding to the leash pressure. So what I'll do is I'll fade away and tap. So there's a little indicator there before he turned and went to the sound box. And it's pretty subtle, but he feels it. Really subtle. Let's see if you see it here. Okay, once I feel that he feels that sensation, then I'm going to start adding leash pressure on. So right here, when I fade out again, I'm going to tap and I'm going to put pressure on the leash. And that's going to guide him to where he needs to go to shut the pressure off. He already knows when there's pressure on the long line is that he moves my direction and it shuts the pressure off. So it's the same, the e-collar is just different pressure. It's electronic pressure. That's all it is. Right, buddy? There we go. And my movement's also going to cue him to follow because his pack drive's so high. So right now he's working on level 12, and the more I work him, that level is going to start to come down. There you go. And then when I feel he's kind of getting into a groove, tap and I turn, I tap and I turn, then I'm going to add a let's go onto it. So you notice I'm holding the continuous down, and that's just, again, it's like if I'm extending pressure on the leash, it's no different. I'm just holding continuous pressure until his behavior changes and he turns and he comes towards me. Let's go. There we go. Now we're getting into a little groove. Let's go. Okay, now that level's starting to get a little high for him because I see his eyes kind of squinting. Let's go. There we go. Turning up the level doesn't motivate the dog, right? Let's go. But what I want to see is a change in the behavior. You know, a change in the behavior. I'm going to be the one that motivates the dog to move. Let's go. Not my levels. Good job. Let's see if we can't recall him, man. Boomer. Well done, buddy. Well done. See, so I got him in a bit of a groove here, just tapping and turning, then I throw in a recall. You know, let's go. Right there, he's not paying attention. He's thinking of going that way. I'm telling him we're going this way. Let's go. Now I'm not putting much leash pressure on. He's mainly responding to me turning and the tap. Let's go. Right there. Let's see if we can get another recall. Boomer. Well done, buddy. Well done. It's pretty easy. He's a high pack driven dog, so it's going to make it easier. Let's go. That's the sound box. Let's go. Let's go. There you go. Let's go. Nice. Look at that. I can start, next session out, I can start working on his here command because he's staying pretty close to me, you know, so I can start nurturing this next command along. If a dog's showing me something that he's willing to do it, whether he goes into a sit or whether he starts staying by my side or whether he comes into my side, it's like the lazy dog trainer tip. If he's showing me the behavior, then I can just start building on it. I can start, you know, capturing that behavior and then start nurturing it. So if he comes to my side all the time, I'm going to start working on here or heel command, right? It's pretty easy. You're going to give it to me, we're going to take it. Let's go. Boomer. Well done, buddy. Well done. Well done. So I would probably, let's go, work him for about another, I don't know, 5 minutes maybe, a little bit more, and then put him up in his kennel, right? So that's probably what we'll do. There's no need to, you're seeing how it all came together pretty quickly with him. I'll do it with another dog that's more flighty, and you may see a bit of a different response with that dog, but you never know, right, buddy? So next session we'll start, you tapped your own collar, we'll start working on the place command over there with some recall, let's go, place, and probably throw in the sit. We'll see what he gives us. So that's Boomer, one handsome devil. Well done, buddy. Let's go.